Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joshua Nyamori. I'm a resident of Kisumu, but I'm also the coordinator of the Lake Region Professional Caucus. We have been consulting with other residents of Kisumu, with the civil society, with professional groups, with business groups from different parts of the city, both the formal and the formal sector. And we want to raise concern today that a strange thing is happening in Kisumu, where one, a county government that is elected by the people has decided to walk away from the path that the people elected it on, and that is the path of building livelihoods, the path of ensuring that the small businesses are able to get infrastructure and are able to get improved services, but has gone into the madness of reckless demolitions without consultations, without notices. And that for the county government, we would rather build jogging ramps as we destroy the wares and businesses of our people. We would want, as the civil society, as professionals, as business people in this city, to send a warning to the county government, to the governor, to the city board, and to the public servants employed under those structures, including the acting city manager, that they have no authority and they have no space to do things in a lawless manner. Kenya has laws, and especially the Land Amendment Act of 2016 provides very clearly that where you need to do evictions, involuntary evictions, you need to follow the eviction guidelines, one of which involves giving a minimum of 90 days notice, and secondly, going to court and obtaining court order, and giving those who are to be affected an opportunity to raise their grievances. And that senior officials of the institutions that are carrying out evictions need to be present, and no eviction should be carried out over the weekend, during public holidays, and in the night. What has been happening is that every day we wake up to evictions. We have to evictions that are carried out over the weekend and during holidays. It is against the law. And we want to warn them that we will be holding them to account, we will be taking them to court, and we will ask that they be individually held accountable for the messes in the city. My point is that all of us are interested in a clean city. All of us are interested in an organized city. All of us are interested in a city that is growing. However, we insist that this city should work for everybody. This city should work for the rich and should work for the poor also. This city should work for the hawker, for the street vendor, the way it would work for a godown owner, a factory owner, or a shop owner in the formal sector. Our point is that the city management and the county government need to ensure that every time they are planning an urban development program, they ensure that they prioritize the needs of the poor also. And secondly, that they involve them, they ask them questions, and then they organize how to undertake relocation. The project that is being taken undertaken in Kisumu right now, the non-motorized transport project, is funded by the World Bank. And the World Bank has very strict regulations on how to undertake projects that would involve displacements of people. And it is a requirement that before the project starts, there must be a mapping of the people who would be affected and a relocation action plan, so that people who are affected are moved, and so as to ensure that the project would not destroy the lives, but would actually be able to reduce poverty, reduce inequality, and improve livelihoods. So we are also warning the county government that if they do not stop what they're doing, they do not come back to negotiate with stakeholders, it might force us to do a petition to the World Bank. And we have seen in this country very big projects that have been stopped, funded by World Bank, that have been stopped because of stakeholders' concerns. Okay? So we have the options of going to court, we have the options of petitioning the World Bank, and we have the options of mobilizing the residents of Kisumu to get into active non-violence. We are able to stop them if they don't listen to us. Now, I read the other day a press statement in which they are saying that they have stopped the demolitions temporarily. The question is, why did they start the demolitions after all? Okay? If they are saying that they will relocate the traders to Uru markets, why didn't they wait for Uru market to be finished? Uru market can only accommodate, in their own words, about 7,000 traders. If, in my own assessment, the impact of that has been created is going to affect in excess of 30,000 traders all round. If you bring down Kibuye, that has about 12,000 traders, you bring down the entire lakefront and the railway area, you bring down the entire CBD, and all the other structures that are around the business, you are talking of excess of 30 to 50,000 people. Now, these 30 to 50,000 people, at a rate of about 1 to 10 dependency, for every person in the informal sector, research says that they're taking care of about 10 people. It means that if you displace 30,000 people, you have actually affected the livelihoods, the food, the healthcare, education, and shelter for over 300,000 residents of Kisumu. Okay? So we, yes, support urban development, but we are asking and demanding that that urban development must have human face and must be done in a consultative manner and must be inclusive so that it benefits all, including the poor and the vulnerable, now and into the future. We cannot build a city for the elite. The city must be for the residents of the city.
My name is George Collins Award, Executive. My name is George Collins Award, Executive Director, Transform Empowerment for Action Initiative. I want to say this: the Cabronomics economy theory being tested by the governor of Kisumu County and the acting city manager of Kisumu County is not something that we need to take seriously. And what is very clear is indeed what is being planned is against the spirit of citizens, especially when you look at dignity, when you look at democracy, and when you look at the rule of law. I want to put this categorically, that whereas we are in agreement with what the city manager communicated a few days ago, especially on reposition of the grabbed lands, it is only fair and we can only see honesty if the city manager, together with his brother, the governor of Kisumu, can make public the land report that was commissioned by the taxpayers when he got into office. Because what we have seen is selective demolition. For instance, why are you demolishing part of the city council estates and you're leaving others? Must you be a sycophant of the professor and the city manager for you to secure an illegality? To me, that does not address Article 10 on the values, national values and principles. The other thing I want to say categorically, I want to tell the governor that the livelihood of the people you've destroyed, you will account for it. And let nobody lie to you. You shall account for it, because we are already seeing a lot of insecurity in Kisumu County. A few days ago, a student was murdered. Just the boy who was just from Kisumu Polytechnic going to relax and to settle so that he can prepare for the next day. Sad to it, the colleague who he was with again could not get medical attention at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga referral. Why? Because you've employed more security personnel more than the medical practitioners. We cannot have a city that will use orthodox theatrics to run. I think it is high time the people of Kisumu stood, because the people of Kisumu, one thing you must know is this categorically. Politicians or the elected members from the county assembly, a member of parliament, and the Senate will not stand for you. So I want to urge the people of Kisumu to remember that you never gave or surrendered your power to the governor of Kisumu County and to the city manager. You simply delegated a responsibility under Article 1 of the Constitution of Kenya, which says that the sovereign authority of the Republic